Nice. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Let your friends also know that the session has started. It is going to be started in 5 more minutes. Let them know. And coming to the track is going to be Generative AI with IBM Cloud. Yes, guys. Session will be started in few more minutes. Still more people should join this session. They haven't joined this session still. For them, we are waiting. From tomorrow onwards, the session will be started early. So try to join in time, guys. We are going to wait few more minutes. Some more people should join the session. Let your friends also know that the session has started, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Afternoon, everyone. This is Arvind. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Arvind from SmartBridge. So, in this session, we'll discuss about generative AI, what is generative AI, and how we're gonna uh, deal with IBM cloud. So, all these things, what are things, and what you are going to learn in this period of time in these sessions. So, we'll discuss all these things and you'll get to know clarity about what is actually a generative AI and what is IBM cloud. Okay, and how this IBM cloud will help that to do GenAI projects, all these things, and how to create all these things. We will discuss in the upcoming sessions. Just wait, we'll wait some more time. Just will take a few more minutes and we'll start the session. Okay. Okay, I think you have some more queries, right? Just after completing this session, you will get to know what are things you are going to get and when the daily session timings. All these things we are going to share in the groups, and I think you got a group links. I think so, right? Like Telegram group links. So please join in that group. So you'll get all the information stuff, everything about the sessions and the activities, what we need to do, all these things. Okay, and we'll start exactly now 2:45. Okay, just we'll wait 2 more minutes. All the people let the people join.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Arvind. Am I audible to you? Let me know. Is this my voice is clear or not? Just you can start in the Q&A session. So if you have any queries, is it okay? Yeah, thank you. So this is Arvind from SmartBridge. So from this training, we will learn generative AI with the IBM Cloud. So every day, we're going to learn this session with 2:30. So you need to join by 2:30. So we'll start this session by 2:40 or 2:35. Okay. So this is a daily timing. So if you have any queries, just post it in the Telegram. So we are going to answer each and every question. No need to worry if you have any sort of issues or queries. You get clarified in the Telegram group. I think everyone has joined in the Telegram group, right? Okay. What we'll learn and what things we'll understand on what we'll do in this session. I think in the Friday you have got a clarity about these sessions, right? So we took an orientation session. So how this trainings is going to things you're going to learn in these trainings, and what are the things, new things you're going to learn, and what are the projects you are going to work. And every week you're going to have some assessments you need to write, and also you're going to have to start project from the first week itself. So we are going to say how to start and what is the things, and I'm going to show that reference to you, how to learn, and I'm going to explain the complete things about this generative AI. So when it started, where it started, and what are things you need to know to understand this generative. So I think you are aware about this Python, right? Everyone, you have a basic idea about what is Python and what are the some different libraries, right? Just yes or no, just post it in chat. Yeah. Okay. This is a thing. Just we are going to explain what are things you need to do. So what we are going to learn in these sessions means generative AI. So what is the nowadays we can see the generative AI became more popular in our complete worldwide. So why it is became more popular, and what are the things why we need to learn this generative AI, and why we need to go with the IBM cloud. So you're going to have these different types of questions, and we are going to overcome these questions, and you'll understand complete end of this training. You are going to get the clarity. So what is generally the generative AI, and what are the things you are going to understand these sessions, like what this IBM will help, and what are the different concepts we have in IBM. So why we need to go through the IBM. So all these concepts, things you're going to get to know. So if you have any sort of issues or queries, just post it in the Telegram. The team is going to get back to you. And moreover, if you have things. And things, that is a thing. So have you just enrolled to the NASCOM portal? Everyone register into NASCOM or not? Just let me know. Have you registered to the NASCOM portal, and have you completed the registration process? If not, just do it that. The video link you're going to get to know. Just you go follow that rules and just register into the NASCOM portal and just follow the steps. Okay. And we'll say how to create all these things also. One more time, we're going to explain if you're stuck anywhere. So if you have any queries about that too, you can post it in the Telegram. And this session daily is going to start by 2:30. Everyone need to join by 2:30, and it is going to start as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. First, I'm going to share a PPT to understand. So we'll start into this session what we will discuss generally on this area. So I'll give you overview about the generative AI, where it has been started, and what the things it is going to have, and what is machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence. So all these things are going to get to know, and what these items generally do, and why things are became more popular. All these things we will discuss. Okay. Let me share my PPT. Yeah. Yeah, so sorry for the interruption, guys. Just we are going to share a Telegram group link. If anyone has till now you haven't joined, just we are going to share in the chat. Just you can join the Telegram group. And you have a lot of queries. Okay, we'll clarify that queries at the end of the session. Okay, just give a minute. I'm just going to share my PPT. Just a minute. Let me share. So we'll talk about today's session. I'm going to give an agenda. So what is a thing about generative AI? We'll understand from the basics first, and I'll explain the things what we are going to discuss in the session. Okay. So today, first of all we'll discuss about what is a generative AI. So you'll understand what is meant by generative AI. So before moving to the generative AI, so this was came from the artificial intelligence because it is going to be a part of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, and in that we are going to have a machine learning, and after that we are going to have the deep learning, and after that we are going to have the generative AI. So when it became more popular, so why the people are nowadays going to the generative AI? Why we need to use? Because we have artificial intelligence, that is the main part. Then why this industry completely moving to the generative AI? Because these generative AI completely going to deal with the neural network. Okay, so that is the thing. It's going to act like a human brain. How the human brain is going to do the task, in the same way this generative AI going to work. So that is the thing, it is act like a human. So it is like a super duper supercomputer. Consider as supercomputer, if there is a person who had, for example, we consider is there is a library, okay, there is a big library. So the person who, one of the person who read complete books in the library, what are the books they have, what are the self, where is that book in that self, everything, every information he know, because he's working in that library and since from past years he's read completely all the information about that library. So if a new person come and asks a particular book, or he asks for what is the thing we have in that book, and can you give an overview about the book, or answer which book I need to prefer for a particular genre. So in such a things also he can he will explain completely what are things you need. So in that way, there is a person who can give the complete information. It may be text, it may be image, it may be audio. So that is the thing we are going to say. That is the person who have in the super duper person who is going to have the complete information about that. In the way in the market they are introducing these type of artificial persons. Okay, so which is they're going in the background, it is going to use artificial neural network, how the human brains is going to have neurons. In the same way, the person is going to have the neural network artificially, so that will be processed with a huge amount of data. It is going to train that huge amount of data to generate the new content. If you ask any sort of questions, he can answer as much as quickly and as possible as accurately. So how this possible? Is this a possible that to create an artificial intelligence? Yes, but how? What are the things we need to know to create a such a type of uh, character or such a type of artificial neural network? So we'll discuss what are the concept, how they did, and what are why it is became popular. All these things we'll discuss. So in this session agenda, so what we are going to discuss, I will just give an overview. And first, we'll go with the what is a generative AI. Okay, so we will discuss about the what is the generative AI and how generative AI works. So generally, how human going to work. So in that way, if there is a person, so you're going to think how this person is going to work and how the person is going to communicate, how the person is going to know to do such a task. So how he is going to analyze his brain. So all these things we are going to have some curiosity. In the same way, we'll discuss how this generative AI, all these are preferring and what the background story about that. Okay, so that is the main idea of this session. And will capabilities of generative AI. So what are the things we need to understand about this generative AI? So I'll discuss that too. And use cases, means content creation, marketing, in lot of areas they are using Gen AI. So we'll discuss that. Okay, let me go back. I think something. Yeah. So applications of different sectors. Yes, if we are using a particular purpose, this generative AI, in a lot of areas we will use, like in creation, content creation, marketing, in healthcare industry, in a lot of areas we can use this Gen AI. So I have a question that, what's the first thing you think of when you hear about generative AI? So just I have a question for you guys. What is the first thing you have got to know? So when you hear this name, generative AI, and when you heard this about generative AI, do you have any idea about this? Have you ever wondered, so what is this generative AI? Why it became more popular? So what is the thing, do you have any idea about this generative AI? So I will share an example where with my experience, just when I was working with some projects. So one of my friend has been told me that one thing that, so there is a new tool came into the market. Okay, there is a new tool came into the market that it doing a lot of tasks as very as quick as possible. So I'm working with the different projects right at that time. So he said that there is a tool came into the market and it became more popular, and now everyone is using that tool. So I wondered, so what is that tool and why it became more popular? So everyone is using. So what is, I asked him, what is the name of that? Then he said that the name of the application was ChatGPT. So in 2022, the ChatGPT has been released. At that time, it became the short period of time, it became more popular. So is that true that when the ChatGPT became more popular, then only we have a lot of people know that. So what is generative AI, what it will do. So all these things we get to know at that time. So I've just gone through that application, just signed into that application and just started using. So what is this generative AI, what it will do, and so what is the difference between generally search engine and this GPT generative AI. So I have a lot of questions. So why it has become this much popular? So why we need to already there is a tool Google, so which is going to provide huge amount of information for us, right? So why I want to use this generative AI? So at that time I got to know that okay, this is application where it can provide the information there itself, whereas compared to the Google search engine and where other search engine, this generative AI is quite different, because when you go with this Google search engine or other search engines, just it's going to provide you some links, right? So if you ask for that any mathematical question, or if you ask for any social reference question, if you ask any meaning of an English word, just it will show you that website. Go to this website, you will find the information there. So it's going to not going to give the information, just it's going to search the relevant documents. So it is a like document search engine. But whereas this chat GPT, it is not going to give any document information. It will read the document completely. So which has been trained on the data. It's going to read and it will going to provide the information there itself. It's a quite good, right? So because till now we have used one application. It's like so we are used search engines. So it's going to provide links. Sometimes in that link what we are expecting that is not going to provide it, because the words is going to match, but the information what we are expecting that is not going to be provided by that website. So otherwise we need to move to the next website. Like that we need to search for n number of websites. So whereas this chat GPT and this model, it is not that in that way. Just if you give the prompt, what is the year of leap year. So if you ask that what is the recent leap year about the thing, it's going to give the information about that complete leap year, right? So when we got leap year and when it is going to get again. This type of things information it is going to provide. We need not to go to any website. So that is a quite interesting to people as explore a lot of things in that generative AI. So it was built by OpenAI company, so which was a non-profitable company. So they have started this journey, and after that, when this GPT came into the market, it became more popular in the short period of time. So have you heard that at that time, or you have gone through any of the recent models? So if there is just here, you can just post it in the chat box. So okay, that is the thing, and we'll move to the next. Yes, what is a GPT model? What is a Gemini? What is this cloud? All these things. Okay, just we'll discuss and look at the overview about that models too. So I'm going to give the examples of generative AI. So what is generative AI and what are the things I'm just going to show. So DALI 2 image generation. So this is not a text-based model. So in generation model, we have different models. Okay. So it may be text in a sense. It will do only text tasks. Like it's going to provide a text information for us. Like it's going to give, if you ask for to generate email, it's going to give in a text form. If you ask for write a story, it's going to give in a text format. So whereas in DALI, this is also a quite different. Like it is a image generation model, not a text generation model. Image generation. If you give a text, it's going to generate image. Like for example, I have a thought. So yesterday I had a dream. So that is quite different dream. I am not able to explain, but I can write it, but I can just explain the things. So I have seen this, and have this type of image in my mind. So if I explain that in a prompt type, then definitely it's going to generate image. So our dreams are it can make as a realistic. So that is the thing of this DALI. So we have a lot of models which is going to generate images. Not only in this DALI, we can use Gemini also, which is for free, and we have huge open source models which is going to generate image. That too we will explore and just we will work on that projects too. Okay. Next GPT is a text generation model. So in the same way, there is a lot of models which is going to generate a text. Okay, so that is a thing. Next, it can do a task like not only text generation. It can, if you provide something things. So it may be fake news or deep fake. Means see, for example, we got a social media post. Okay, you got a social media post about the information as a Twitter or maybe Instagram, so whatever maybe. So you got the information. Sometimes it may be good news, sometimes it may be a realistic news, sometimes it may not. So if you train these models in that type of new thing, means providing information about the realistic information, real information, the fake information, then it will understand, it will say that this information as a good or bad information. So it will do that things. And creating realistic simulations means, so if you give information that it can regenerate it again, so it's not going to give us what you give, it can generate something new, it's going to add something new to it. So how this possible to the model that to generate new things? So that we will discuss. So automated content creation, yes, it is a quite good application. So when this text models introduced, so if you want to write a story or tell a story without asking someone, just you can give a single prompt. I need a story about this prompt, like I need a story about this type of thing. So that is the thing you can just give and you can get the information. For example, you can say, I need this, in Telugu, we'll say that Neeti Katham, right? So we want that type of stories, good stories, then it is going to definitely going to provide in whatever language you want. So that is a thing, you know that. So see, you can see this image which has been generated by DALL-E. So you need to give the prompt, how you visualize, how thoughts you have in your mind, you can specify in the format of prompt. So how to give these type of prompts to the model, how you know to give, okay, this is the prompt I need to provide, this is the thing I need to do. For that, we have the concept of prompt engineering. So that too we will discuss how to create a new prompt, how to give a beautiful prompt to get all these things also we'll discuss. So this is about text generation. So if you give a small information, give a lot of things. So you can see the rain is a lot. So it going to give the next word. Well, what are the thing is going to happen? It may be a what or what. It will predict the next word, like fill in the blanks. So if you give the sentence, you'll ask for what is the word we need to fill in the blank. So that also it's going to do. So it is a lot of things it will do. So here we have n number of models to n number of tasks. So consider top one is a your task. So for example, text generation. So if you want to work with a text, so what you're going to do, what are the tasks you have to in the text model means, you can do marketing content, right? So if you want to add something, you want to campaign something, or else you need some tricks to expand your business into the social media. So what we'll do, just we'll ask some tips and tricks to expand my business. So I need some tricks and tips. So how I need to do, means it is going to give some suggestions, or it will do an advertisement too. And for example, you can generate mails, and also you can write content. Creating it is quite good for that. And translation means, so if you know the one language, so you can communicate with others with the other language by just giving the voice assistance. That is quite good, right? And like it will give the text, technical texts. So we're going to provide a lot of things, news articles, summarization, how these things it will do, we'll discuss. There is a huge models to do specific tasks. Okay, just we will see and we will build that. And next, coming to the video generation, so it will generate a lot of videos too. So how it is going to generate, it is learned on that different models. The models is going to be trained on the huge amount of data. So basis on that, it is going to generate videos. And video editing it can do, and you can create characters in developing a game, and if you want to, it will develop the things also, and it will write a codes, and also you can do with the video summarization. A lot of things you can do in the video models also. We have that. And coming to the image generation, art design, marketing, so photo editing. So have you ever wondered, so if you give tools like some of the PixArt or some tools you are going to use to edit your photos, right? So just if you click that, if you post your pic, and you'll ask to that do editing by using AI, or else you will do that automatic, or else you will use magic tools in that application. So how these things is going to happen in the same way, they're going to use in the background as a Gen AI. So that is the thing. And you have the code generation model, so you can generate n number of NTF codes and completions and refactoring or optimization and bug detection. So is this possible? Yes, definitely. So if you want to write a specific code, you can try that. I will show how this will do. I think have you have tried or not? just show you that how to do all these things. Okay. And music also, you can just also you can generate new musics and sounds. So in the recent time, there was a new movie which was that I think Ravi Teja has been acting in that. So, and the actor who has he has thought that he is going to use the person who has passed away. His name is I think Chakri, I think so. So he with his voice he's generated a complete song. So using this AI, so he has just trained on that his voice, and the AI has generated same music on using his voice. So it's quite good, no? So in that way you can do. And recent times, have you seen through the social media where Modi is singing a song is in a format? So that is the thing is going to do with this Gen. It is quite good, and also you need to take care about your personal issues. So you should not share anything, because that is stored in the background as a purpose, usage purpose, or training purpose. So not to share any of your confidential things. And speech about coming to this speech recognition. So what these things is going to happen? Text to speech means, so you can communicate like what you have, like you have Alexa, you have Google Assistant, and also you have Siri. So such types of text to speeches. So if you give any speech, it can convert to text. If you give a text, it can convert it as a speech. So virtual assistants and voice cloning, we have discussed it, right? Voice cloning and voice synthesis, all these things we can do using GenAI. And 3D object modeling. So nowadays this market is getting down. Do you know why? This GenAI, if you give the complete information about character, so I need to run a cartoon channel. Okay, if I want to run a cartoon channel, if you give complete information about the character, like explaining in the form of prompt, what it will do, it generate a 3D model for you. Okay, you can edit it or you can just change it by giving a prompt, then it will create a fantastic visualizations in 3D. So that is a thing you can do using this generative. So now we'll discuss about what is a generative AI. So till now we have discussed about a lot of examples. So what we have and what are the information we have discussed, what are the types of models we have, and what applications we can do using this generative AI. Now we'll see how this generative AI going to work. What is this generative AI generally? So here the human who is going to work this with generative AI, he is going to use some prompts. Okay, he's going to use some prompt to communicate with this generative AI. So is this generative AI or a Gen AI going to understand the human language? Any of the model in the industry, it's not going to understand direct high level language as a human language. So what they will do, these language, these text is going to convert into vector forms as a numbers, as a digits. So understanding that digits is going to do some calculation and understand the human text, and just it will generate something and convert it into text for how the human is going to understand. Okay. In that, what is generally generative AI? So what is meant by generative AI? So these generative AI is nothing but it is going to deal with the machine learning. So I have already said in the coming in the previous that. So this generative AI is going to be a part of machine learning. So I have said that this generative AI is a part of deep learning. This generative AI is a part of complete artificial intelligence. So first, artificial intelligence, consider it as like a circle. Okay, consider it as a like circle. In that circle, we are going to have semicircle. Okay, we are going to have one more circle. That is the name of machine learning. The outer circle considered as a artificial intelligence. In that inner circle means some of the methods going to use and it is going to work. That is the name of machine learning. In machine learning, we are going to have one more circle that we are going to consider as deep learning. So in that deep learning, we are going to have generative AI. Means what this thing, so it will use artificial intelligence methods and it will use deep learning methods and means models, and as well it will use deep learning, machine learning and deep learning models, and using all these things and NLP, it will generate something. It is going to have some models. Using that models, it will generate new content. So it's going to understand some patterns when it is trying to generate something. It will understand some new things. So what are they? Essentially going to create new content and not just classify, predict. So what is this classify and predict? So I'll just describe you as. So what is we have two concepts in this generative AI. Before just moving to the in depth of this generative AI, I'm going to give some key difference. So in machine learning, we are going to have concept as predictive models. Like it is going to do some prediction. What is this prediction? Have you ever heard this word as a prediction? So what is this prediction? How I need to use predicting the model? The model going to predict something. So do you know what is the meaning of predict? So what is generally you think? What is the name of a predict? Have you ever heard about the predicting? So have you know what is mean by predict? Yeah, predicting is nothing but guessing. So we are going to guess something. So how you're going to guess? What are the things? So let me just. Okay, just a minute. Just yeah. So what is the mean by prediction? So prediction is nothing but so in this deep learning and machine learning. So what we will do generally means we are going to have some models. We are going to use some models. These models, what will these models will do is so so what these models will generally do? So these models will do some tasks that if you, for example, if there is a person, is there is a consider as a kid, okay, a newborn kid. So what this kid is now just he is exploring something, just he's understanding how these things. Yeah, newborn kid is not going to understand anything, right? So what his mother will do generally. So she want to teach his son as something like she want to teach that which animals. So for example, we consider her, she is going to show some pics like images like this is a cat. So this is a cat and this is a dog. So she is going to explain her, sorry, his or her is a baby. So this is a cat and this is a dog. And she will show different images like the cat is running and the cat is eating and dog is just walking and just working. So all these images every day she will show. She will just show his baby and just she will train them. This is a cat. This is a dog. In that way, she will explain to her baby about the something information about the cat and dog. So one day, just he has seen some cats and a dog outside. So what he will do, just generally, he will recognize the thing, right? He will recognize thing that this is a cat right? So we'll say that this is a cat. So how he's going to recognize this is a cat? Before, when his mother is trained or just shown different images, he is going to capture something from that. It's going to have different features, right? It may be height, or it may be face, it may be eyes, or it may be structure of that faces, right? Different dog is going to have some different structure, and the cat is going to have different structure. So like that, he is going to understand. He's going to and find like he's going to which one is cat and which one is dog. He's going to understand and he's going to see. So this is nothing but recognizing of patterns and understanding, that we call it as a predictive. So in machine learning, we are going to have such a type of models. So we are going to have the huge amount of data, right? So you're going to have the huge amount of data. So using that data, we are going to train the model. Using that data, we are going to train that model. So what this model will generally it will do means, it will understand some features and patterns in it. It will understand some features and patterns in the data. And when you give a new data point, it is going to try to predict something. It is trying to predict something. So what it will trying to predict, just it may be a information what you gave in the previously. So if you gave the dog information, cat information, or statistic information, or you want to predict something like house price prediction. For example, in the city, there is a city, right? There is a city. You want to predict that how much rent is going to have in the middle of the city, the main city, how much rent is going to have the single bedroom apartment, for example, we consider, or else duplex, like a double bedroom or triple bedroom, or else based on the city outskirt, what is the price we will get for a rent. So you want to predict the house price prediction. So what you will do, you will collect the huge information, right? What are the general prices in the outside of the city? So you'll specify one column for outside city, and you will specify the number of bedrooms and near the main road, or what is the size of that land, and you will provide some images, and you will provide all the information. You are going to provide the price of that room or flat. So you are going to collect huge amount of data. This is in city. This is the outskirt of the city, and you will price and you will estimate some prices, and just that prices is going to be trained to some models. Okay. So after training with a huge number of data, then the model is going to understand some patterns from that data. And when you ask for giving the new item, I want a renter house in near city, because my job is near our city. I want a rental apartment near the city. Then what it will do, it will generate, it will based on the given information which has been trained in the previously, it's going to generate that this is the expected amount in the city. If you want to stay in the outskirts of the city, then it is going to give some more information. So that is the thing of this predictive model. This predictive model is going to predict something. So what is mean by classify then? Okay, we got an information. What predict means? This is also a predictive model. We call it as a discriminative AI, as this is also predictive, but classify is nothing but we are going to have the limited amounts, whereas prediction, like it is going to have huge number of information, like it is going to have continuous value. Means see, in the city we are going to have some prices, right? It may be 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. In city outskirts we are going to have 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, and 15,000. That is the prices in outside city. So every time you trying to predict, you're going to give the new value, like 8,899 rupees or 9,999 rupees. So it's going to give different amount. This is not, the value is not going to repeat, but it is going to give the continuous values, right? Whereas in classification is not like that. It's going to have some existing points, means it's going to rotate in that class only. For example, consider there is we want to predict that a customer is going to give a rating to hotel. Okay, he's going to give a rating. So based on the information we are going to give, we can estimate the ratings of that hotel. How? Means, for example, the person need to rate for a hotel. Means how he is going to rate is going to, based on some features, is going to give a 5-star rating, a 4-star rating, a 3-star rating. If another person is came and he also need to rate for that hotel, he is going to give the same scale. He is going to give the ratings, right? So if in the same format, every customer need to give in the scale of 5 only. So here we need to classify if you get n number of customers, for example, 100 customers, 200 customers, 500 customers, or 1000 customers, they need to give the rating in the between scale of 0, 1 to 5, right? So this is the thing is going to happen in the classification model. N number of data points it may be, but it is going to classify in the given points only. So that is the difference between classify and continuous as a predictive model. So in the discriminative AI, the thing is that we are going to predict. So what model? So where we are going to find this? This means machine learning going to have some models that logistic regression, SVM, or we are going to have the decision tree, random forest. So or else we have a Bayes theorem. So Bayesian bias, and we have a lot of models to predict the new data points given the existing points, existing data. And whereas coming to deep learning, we have some models to predict something. For example, if you want to deal with some text data, we have artificial neural network, which is a basic neural network as a model. And next we have CNN, nothing but convolution neural network, which is going to deal with the image generation data. Okay, next we have text data, like sequential data, time series data, means nothing but we are communicating, right? We are going to have some words in English. So if you want to use such a type of data, you want to predict the next word. So what is like filling the blanks, you want to find the next word. In that scenarios, we have some different models like RNN, recurrent neural network, and LSTM, and we have GRU. Such a type of models where it will train on some amount of data and it is going to predict it. For in the same as scenario, he gave some examples that recognition. So you can just recognize by image recognition and spam filtering. So these things you can do by discriminator as a predictive, right? So whereas coming to generative AI, so generative AI, what it will do? The name is suggesting that it is going to generate something new. Not generally, not going to predict or not going to give like as a discriminator. It's going to generate something new. That is the thing we are going to call it as a generative AI. So all this discriminative AI, this generative AI going to project. For using these machine learning models, using some deep learning models, then only it's going to work. This it is going to give the information to us. So how we will see some more depth into that. So we have different models in generative AI also. How we have in a discriminator models in generative AI also, we have like GANs. GANs is nothing but one of the model which is going to deal with the huge image data. Okay, generative adversarial network. So adversarial network, so which is going to help to generate new images. So mainly it has been introduced. So that is a model which is going to generate, not going to predict. Okay. Next, we have another model that variational autoencoders, means it is another model which is going to generate something new using this variational autoencoders. And one more, we have transformers. So these transformers as one of the best concept. Just when it is became more when it is has been introduced, became more popular. So transformers, it is going to use in a huge of fields in image generation, text generation, a lot of areas will use these transformers. So for creating images or writing text. So this is about generative and discriminator. I'll just talk about in detail about this generative discriminator. Okay. So I'm just giving an example, one more example for this discriminative AI. So what is discriminative? For example, we have the mails, right? So generally everyone going to use Gmail accounts. So you're going to get to know every day, you're going to get a lot of mails, right? It may be a shopping mails, it may be your education mails, it may be your job mails, what are the things you're going to get a lot of mails. So if you get that type of, for example, you have created a Gmail account newly and just you want to apply for a few jobs, you need to get only the information about that. So, but your mail has been exported somewhere, right? It may be in some websites, social media websites, or somewhere you are applying for a job, and you are going to post that your mail ID in some job portals. So what they will do, just they will get the mail and they'll send you as you have selected for a company. You are going to get a mail that you are selected for a company. Congratulations, you got you'll get a 20 lakhs of LPA for this year. You will get a job. So without applying, how you are going to get the job? So in such scenarios, you will get to know that this some mails are useful mails, right? You definitely someone will get this type of packaging they'll get, right? So someone will get fake mails. So how these models will know that is a spam mail or not spam? Means spam is nothing but fake mail or real mail. So for that, to overcome this problem statement in mails, so they have started that they trained a model which is going to learn text from the spam mails, means fake mails. It's going to learn some information like patterns. So then you got a lucky draw for 25 lakhs. So you will get such a type of mail. So then it will understand, okay, first this spam mails generally they're going to congratulate you. So when they will congrats you, so then you definitely open that mail and you will read the information. So that is their task. So then what they will understand, this model will understand, if any mail you will get in this type of format, then it is going to consider as spam. So his task is classification task, like prediction, classification, discriminator. This is the classification. Why? We have only two values. It may say spam, it may not spam. So you can check in a Google, you're going to have the separate column as spam or not. So sometimes they will say your company is somewhere. If you go, if you didn't receive any mail, just check it in a spam. Means once sometimes it's going to happen, like if you get a real mail also, then it is model going to consider it as fake mail and it will throw in the spam box. So that is the thing you need to check. So here we're going to have the probability of the mail being spam given content. Based on the content, it will say, because it has been trained on the human, not going to generate new mail. Just it is going to say that if you give a mail, then it is going to say this is spam or not spam. So this is the problem statement. You can work on it and you will get a good idea that to how it is going to work on the background. So this is about discriminative. So coming to generative AI. So we'll consider generative as images as cats. Okay, so we have discussed, right? Like we are going to give a seed, nothing but random noise in that sense. So just I'm going to give an example that, for example, there is an image which has been so just tear down that images into multiple pieces. So what you will do, just you will throw that. So if you're just again, what you will do, just if you want to reconstruct that image, you will take all the pieces which you have torn, so that images are kept into a vice versa, and you will generate the images. You will get the actual pic. So in that way, what this model will do, it will just see that type of images and learn some patterns and give the information about that cat. So we are going to give the random noise in the sense clumsy means if you the human will see, he is not going to understand anything from this image. If human will he is not able to read because he's not going to understand what is the low level language, right? So he's not going to understand anything. Just model will understand the patterns and numbers, and it will regenerate one image, new image, not in the existing image. It will learn the patterns from the previous data, and if you give the new noisy thing, it will learn, okay, this is the thing I need to generate. I need to observe in the same format. What the previous, it has been learned, that application is going to be applied on that, and it will generate new image. Okay. What is the characteristics of this generative AI? What are the things we have for this generative AI? Means learning from data. Yes, definitely it will learn from the data. So when you train that large amount of data sets, it will learn patterns from that and it will understand. And so what this it will do in the to learn and understand. So I said that it's going to use some models so that it is going to understand. It will create new data instance to not exact copy. So for example, you gave 100 pics and you asked for to generate. If it is true, like it is going to give the same image from, it's going to pick one of the image from 100 images and it is going to give that is generated this. Is it right? No. It will not going to do that. It's not going to copy something. It will understand the pattern and it will create a new thing. So that is the thing about this generative. Complexity that often involves neural network. Yes, I said that in the previous one. Just coming to deep learning. Deep learning is going to deal with the artificial neural network. This neural network will help that to generate a model. It will help to model to understand and it will generate anything. So what this sophisticated means, what this will do, it will get the incorporated randomness to produce a desired output. Means you see, for example, when there is a child, consider there is a kid. Okay, so if you if you taught some subjects to that kid, maybe a second, third class student. Okay, so just you have given some tasks like adding of two numbers. Okay, you give what is the value of 2 plus 2, and then he will write some lines and he will calculate and give answers true. And if you ask for 3 into 3 plus 3, after that you ask for 6 plus 6. After that you will go for 10 plus 10. When he is going to write an exam, just you are not going to ask what is the 2 plus 2, you will ask for 250 plus 250, right? You just, why you have upgraded something, you have just upgraded something, because what he learned something, right? He has just learned how to add the numbers, not copy, right? So every time, if you give the small numbers, he will just put the lines and just understand it, will give the answer. But if you ask about the 252 plus 250, it is enough to count the n numbers from 250 to 250. Is quite a big task, right? So he is going to understand how to calculate the numbers. So in that way, they're going to add some randomness while it is learning something. So if it is learn some patterns, it's going to make that pattern somewhat difficult. So what models will do? It will apply some more values and it will understand the complexity. So then it is going to generate it. Then only it's going to generate new things, right? So that is the way of. And creative potential means nothing but it can be used to creative tasks such as art and music and writing. So we'll discuss. I'll show that how to create these projects too. So we're going to create a text model and chatbot. We'll build a chatbot and we'll build a system instructor like our assistants for us, and we'll build a image generation models. All these things we'll discuss, and I'll show you how to do this task. Guys, just have a break for 2 minutes, okay? Just I'll get back. So just have a 2 minutes break, and we'll discuss about some more concept about generative. Is this okay? Are you able to understand or not? Just let me know in the chat. If you have any queries, just we'll try to resolve it, okay? Will provide, no need to worry about that. Just in the group you will get links. For example, if they are posted in the LMS, they will provide all the credentials, all the things about to access the LMS. Or else if they provide any of Google links, we'll share that in the groups or in the sessions, okay? No need to worry about the attendance. If you attend the session, then you will definitely will get, okay? Without attending, if you ask for attendance, I can't do anything. So if you just register and just attend the session, then you will definitely will get the attendance is going to be marked. So if you want to change courses from generative to data analytics or data analytics to generative AI, so you can just mail to the person, just Ganesh, so he will just change the course. Okay, no need to worry about that. Yeah, we are not going to share the PPTs, but we are going to share some handbooks, so you can go through it. Thus, you will understand. So what we are discussing in the session, we are going to provide that handbooks in Telegram. You can go through it. Okay. Okay, I'll share the projects with you also. No need to worry. We are going to share a list of projects in the group, so you can select from there. Okay. Which topic cover in Gen AI? So what is mean by it? I didn't get Vijay. I didn't get, just so you write it. No. Yeah, is it? It's fine. It's completely fine. Google full form pages. Is it okay? No need to worry. Yeah, it is mandatory. Then only the attendance is going to mark. If the attendance criteria is going to be 75 and above percent, then only the certificate is going to be issued. You will get a certification. Yeah, yeah. So every message I'll read. No need to worry. Just take note of. Yeah, about PPT, that is not, we are not going to share any PPTs because you're going to have in the recordings also. But we will share the handbooks, so which is we have discussed till now. That information is going to, will go to providing handbooks. Okay, we'll get our links to that handbooks. Okay. Yeah, that is the thing. How this generative AI with the IBM cloud? That is a good question. Monica, just that I have said in the coming the last thing. Just we are going to. Yeah, sorry. Generative AI with IBM Cloud means, see, in IBM Cloud, they are providing some models, free models like Granite, IBM Granite, so which has been developed by IBM only. So we have that model. So we are going to use that model to generate something, and we have some open source models in IBM also. Using that models, we are going to create we are going to work on some generative AI projects. So that is the thing of about generative AI. What about NASCAM registration? Okay, I think we are going to share one video link in the group. So follow that video and just go with the NASCAM registration process. Okay, do it. That is compulsory. If you are not done with the NASCAM, that it is going to affect the certification. So do one thing, just complete that NASCAM registration. Okay, we are going to share that link in the group. Okay, in the Telegram group, you can just do our information you're going to have in that video. Okay. Yeah, about mails, no need to worry. Just we are the mails you are going to get. Just the team is working on it. Team, just you are going to get. It may delay or one day. Just you will get the confirmation mails. Okay. So for changing, just mail. Just give all the information in the mail and just change it send that to the Ganesh. Okay, Ganesh, the smartbridge.com. So you can send your mail to the Ganesh. So he will change your course. Okay. Which link has been expired? Sailata. Just you can post it again. Yeah, every day you're going to have the class. Just you need to attend. So about the recordings, just it will take time, but we'll update you about the recordings. It may take 2-3 days. After 2-3 days, you'll get the complete all recordings. Okay, no need to worry. Yeah, about NASCAM registration, just we will post the video link. Okay, we'll post the two links. One link is for registration link, another one is video link. Just we'll post that in the group, Telegram group. Just we'll share that link. So just watch that video and instructions and just register to the NASCAR. Course syllabus, okay, definitely we'll share that in the group also. That is also okay. Just note down that point. Just a minute. Yeah, we are going to use pre-trained because GenAI models is not, we are not going to start from scratch. I already said that. If you want to build a generative model, it is hectic task because you need to have one best computer. Then only you can train because you need huge amount of data no, to store. So we'll use pre-trained ones. Just 4:30 or 4:30, 4:35. If you have any doubts, you can, or else we're going to end the session. NASCAM registration, I already said. No, these you need to follow in the Zoho only. So we are going to, you will get all the things in Zoho only. Okay. Attendance, if you register, then your attendance has been marked. Consider that. Okay. మీరు రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేసి జాయిన్ అయ్యారంటే మీకు అటెండెన్స్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, బట్ యూ నీడ్ టు బీ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూ జస్ట్ లీవ్ ద క్లాస్, యూ ఐ నాట్ అబౌట్ దట్. Navin Kumar, I said that about registration. Just I'll share two things. One is link and video link in the group. Just go with that. You will just create the registration of NASCAR. Okay. Write a mail to the Ganesh. Okay. Just I said that Ganesh @ the smartbridge.com. This is a mail ID. Just write a mail and just inform the Ganesh. Then he will change. Okay. Navin Kumar, what about the thing I just already said? No, about the NASCAR registration. We'll share. Okay. No, this is not a recorded classes. This is a live. No, the class will start from 2:30. You need to join. And 2:30 to 4:30. Okay. Yeah, you'll get the mails. Just inform in the group, in Telegram group. So who didn't receive mails till now from our side, just you will receive the mails about this internship. Okay. Just post it in the Telegram group. Okay. No, don't forget that. Post it in Telegram. Yes, you need to attend only in one of the course. Okay.
On Telegram chat.
Yeah, we'll explore the about IBM cloud. Okay, all the things we'll discuss.
Screenshot better just now.
Yeah, definitely. You will get the session complete video recording. Okay, no need to worry. We'll share everything. No need to worry about the course introduction. Will give the information about all the things where you need to learn and what the basics you need to know. Okay. Guys, don't share any screenshots or unnecessary information in the Telegram group. So if you have any particular query, just text that query, complete query, and just give the information. Just post it. Every text query, we are going to give the response. Okay, no need to worry. Don't post any of the screenshots or the rest of the things. You'll get just if you didn't get received any information from the email you didn't receive or anything you're facing, just post that. That's it. You'll get the response. Okay, just wait for a while. You'll get the response. Okay. Yeah, we will let you know where you will get the recordings, all these things. Just will say if the recordings is ready, just will share that link with you. Okay. Wait to worry. No need to worry about the mails. You till now who didn't receive the mails, no need to worry. Just we will share. It will take some time, but you will get the mails compulsory. Okay. Yeah, you'll get the certification. No need to worry. The class will start by 2:30, and you need to join before 5 minutes. Okay. Just so if you register to the session, that is attendance. Okay. We'll discuss that how to create account and all that things. We'll provide you the information. Okay, no need to worry about the IBM creation account. Okay. If you want any mails or things, just post it in the Telegram. We'll provide. Okay. I think I have already said that. What's the video? I think you received a link from video link. Just give that. Watch the video link and just register to the course. You don't have assessments daily. You will conduct the assessments weekly once. Okay, what are the topics we have covered and what we discussed in the sessions? Based on that, we will assessment. That is compulsory. It is mandatory. Yeah, self-learning assessments. You are going to have. We are going to give some tasks. We need to work on it. Okay. So just mail to the Ganesh about these things. I have already said that Ganesh @ thesmartbridge.com. This is a mail ID. I think you have edit action. Just check that edit action. If you have that, just correct it. Hmm?
అయిపోయింది.
So if you fill the registration details, then it's fine. No need to give any other information in anywhere. Just you have registered, no, that is the information is going to added as attendance. Okay. So if you are cleared with all the queries, you can leave the session. Yeah, I will just give some task and information. You need to work on it. Okay. Yeah, compulsory. You need to register for the classes. That is mandatory. So to get an attendance. Okay, we'll give you the access of Telegram group. No need to worry. Just team will give you the access to give you a message. Don't share any screenshots. If you have any query, just ask the complete query, put that query, and just so we're going to clarify that. Okay. Yeah, you'll get the no, it's not regarding session. We're going to give the AMA sessions as a doubt sessions. If you have any doubts of issues and about the course and any of the topic, you can just clarify them. You're going to have the 1 hour session as AMA session. Of that, you will get the clarification. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a nice day. Just winding the session. You can leave. Yes.